Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me today. Now if you want to see how I got this look, this is going to be following in a video afterwards where I'm going to be showing you my Pat McGrath Celestial Divinity eyeshadow and also the highlighter. So for all that details, just wait for the next video or look in the description below. But for now, I'm doing a very quick video to show you one of Charlotte's new lip products. Now this just appeared in the new section, a bit like Rebecca did a review of this last week, and she got hers from Sephora, and she said it just kind of appeared. There was no kind of big trumpets and big launches, it just appeared, and it's called the Glowgasm Lips. Now there are two shades. There's one lighter shade which Rebecca showed you last week, and then there's a darker shade which is called Jewelgasm, and that's the one I got, and I'm going to show you that here so that you can see it. And I've also swatched it on my arm, and I'll put that swatch here. Okay, so you can see it's quite sheer on the arm, but I actually wore this yesterday under a mask, and I'm quite enjoying this. It smells of pineapples and tutti fruities. It's very fruity smell, and it does definitely remind me of a childhood sweet, but I cannot for the life of me think I know what it is. I know exactly what it reminds me of. The pear sweets, the boiled pear sweets. That's exactly what it smells like. If you ever had those pear sweets as a kid, you'll know what I mean. That's exactly what it smells like. I'm so glad I suddenly remembered. Okay, so let's put this on my lips. Now this is supposed to adjust to your pH. I've always been a little bit suspicious about these. I bought a lipstick before that was supposed to do that, and I honestly thought it looked the same on everyone, but I have to admit that when I applied this, it did start to adjust as I smacked my lips together. So jury's out. Tell me what you think. Now if you look at the bullet, it's slightly paler than a normal rose gold, kind of this kind of rose gold. So it's kind of a silver, it is silver actually, and it looks a little bit less glossy and a little bit less glitzy, but otherwise it's the same sort of packaging. And I'm just going to put some on for you. Okay, so that's one coat, and it's very pretty. And as I do that, it definitely does start to change colour. As I say, I wore this under my mask yesterday and it didn't budge. Now you can kind of build this up. And you get a better payoff. Now I did a close-up picture of my lips on my very good camera, so I'm going to put that here now. Okay, now I don't know about you, but I'm getting a bit fed up of all these lip products by Charlotte Tilbury that all seem to be coming out all at once. And today she's bringing out on 48-hour special edition release these lip oils. And I'm just a bit, I haven't ordered them. I don't want to order them. I can't be bothered. It just seems like there's a bit of an overkill. So we had the lip stains, then we've had this, and now we've got the lip oils. I personally looked at the lip oils. I thought that they creased on the model that was actually demonstrating them on the site. They're very, very sheer, and I personally don't see any difference between putting a lip liner on and putting the original Magic lip oil over the top. So I won't be purchasing that. £28 is a lot of money, and to get both of them in a set, I mean, why would you want to spend 50 quid on 2 tinted lip oils? I just think they've lost the plot, and I can't do it. I understand that Rebecca has got some, and so if you want to see those, please go over and have a look at her channel. But I'd rather save up my money and get the new palettes, because she's got 3 on the way. Now, of all the lip products, you know, I didn't think that much of the lip stain. I do actually like this because it feels very moisturizing, and as it starts to fade, it just looks really natural, and it dries down just enough. Although it's glossy, it dries down just enough to keep it in place quite a long time. So I'm actually really quite liking this, and I think it's one of those lipsticks that I'll be kind of putting in my handbag as a quick touch up under a mask. This is the sort of thing that I would use more, I think, than the lip tint. Because it's got a lot of moisturizers in it, it really gives a nice look to the lips. And I tend to suffer from really dry lips, and I chew my lips, really bad habit, but when I get dry patches on my lips, I start going like that. This actually stops me doing that, and I think it'll just be a great everyday thing to kind of put in your bag and just have with you. So I'm actually quite happy with that. And of all the recent lip ones, as I said, I'm not going to bother with the lip oils, and I wasn't really that enamoured with the lip tint, but with this I actually think it's worth it. Now, probably not worth it to get both shades, although the other one I think is quite a bit lighter. I think it's just a sake of preference. You may want to go for 2 shades. I went for this one because I thought, with it being quite transparent, that it would be better to go for a darker one for me. I just personally suit darker shades. I knew it wouldn't wash me out. Again, you know, you could actually use this as a cheek tint. Let me just try some. There you go. Because pigment is pigment, ladies. So, you know, you can put that on and it's going to look quite natural. Just rub that in, and it'll just give you a bit of je ne sais quoi. So even though it's not called a cheek tint, you can use it as one. Okay, so yeah, I'm quite liking this one. Now, before I go, this isn't a new product because it came out a few weeks ago, but I did also buy one of Charlotte's lip jewels in a different colour, and it was the one that I had my eye on, which is called Champagne Diamonds. Now, I really like this. I'm going to show you a little video right now because I tried to capture it on camera and it wouldn't capture. But when you move in the light, it captures all sorts of different colours in the sparkles, and it really looks pretty on the lips. So I'm just going to show you that video, and also after that you'll see a couple of swatches, one with and one without a flash. Okay, now I'm going to put this on with a lip liner underneath. I'm just going to get a lip liner that I think will go quite nice with the kind of orangey browny tones of this undertones of Champagne Diamonds, and I'll be right back. Okay, I think this one will work really well. There's still a slight bit of pink staining on my lips, which is what I mean. Those lip products really come off quite beautifully. This Glowgasm one, going back to it, but I just want to cover that up. So this is called Hot Gossip, and it's got quite similar kind of browny orangey tone to it. So I'm going to put that underneath, and then I'm going to put this Jewel Lips over the top. Okay, so that is Hot Gossip lip liner. So you can see it's quite a browny orangey tint. And now I'm going to put on Champagne Diamonds over the top. And I just think this is a lovely combo. Right, I'll just do a close-up of that so you can see. So I'm really loving that. The other thing that you can do with these, and actually I saw Sophia doing this in one of her tutorials, is you can use these over your eyeshadow to get a kind of wet look. So maybe if you're going out, none of us are we, this Christmas? I was going to say to an office party, but if you were going out to an office party and you kind of put your makeup on and you want to pep it up for the night, you can actually just dab some of this over your lids and you can get that kind of wet look, because it looks really wet the way that it reflects the light. I just actually really love this one, and I'm going to try it under different lip liners. Let me do one more lip liner to show you, and then I will say goodbye to you all. Doesn't quite go with my eye makeup look, this, it's a bit too warm. So just imagine that I've got something like Charlotte Darling palette on instead, or even the Super Nude palette. Now Sophia Tilbury put it over Iconic Nude, which also looks really, really great, but I'm going to just try this. I haven't tried this, but I'm going to put it over Bond Girl to see what it looks like. So let's do Bond Girl first. And because it reflects so many shades, it doesn't really matter whether you put it over a pinky one or a sort of more brown toned one. It really captures the light in a million directions. I'm loving that, and I think I'll get a lot of use out of that this Christmas. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and as I said, please go over to Rebecca's channel if you want to see a review of the new Charlotte Tilbury Magic Lip Oils. I'm going to pass on them, I'm afraid. I just don't think, my opinion, that they're not worth it. I'd rather just use the original lip oil and put a lip liner underneath. Same thing, and actually it would be more pigmented. So I'm going to pass on those. But I will see you all very soon when you will see me putting on this Pat McGrath look, and I hope you can join me very soon. Take care, bye bye, love you all. Mwah.